Taurus, how are you? What's going on? I'm not really ready to start the reading, but I want to get all that good smoke on the camera. And at this time, right about this time, I'm scared to put my soda on the floor because my dog will be all in the cup. So I need to put it somewhere like I can see it. But then I know I'm not going to be paying attention and she won't be in the cup. And I don't want to put it on the table. But anyway, enough with all that chit chatter. Okay. Taurus, let's get it going. So, where did I leave off? Let's talk about the astrology a little bit first. Like I was saying, I had some really good readings this week, and I even let a friend flip the cards on me and read me, which I don't trust a lot of people to read me, so don't let a lot of people read me. As far as give me personal readings, I listen to folks' general tarot readings, but as far as personal readings, I don't let a lot of people read me. So I let her read me, and it was a really good experience, her reading me. So it was right on point, and she's a very in tune Gemini. Shout out and happy birthday to all of my Geminis out there. Happy belated birthday to my Tauruses. I think I did your video when it was your birthday though, so I don't think I missed you guys. So anyway, we're going to jump right into the reading, but before we do that, these are already shuffled, guys. I don't want to take up too much time shuffling on camera, and if we need any of these cards, we'll use them, but we're going to use these two decks primarily. We'll just see how things go. So Taurus, you have Uranus in your sign at 5 degrees, so you may feel your life going through a lot of changes. Just be careful of any accidents, making really quick decisions, but your life may be changing in good ways. You may be going through some difficult changes too, but the changes that we go through in life are all for a reason. But I think Taurus, you guys may be having some good discoveries as well. We have the sun in Gemini, so it's like semi-sextile is your sign. So not a lot of energy probably coming to you from the sun right now, but that Uranus, it's got plenty going on up in your sign. We have, I didn't realize Mercury was in Cancer already, but Mercury is in Cancer. Mercury is about 19 degrees of Cancer, so that sextiles your sign. Maybe you're having some good communication, you're being more communicative or active in your circles and things like that. And actually I'm lying, Mercury is at 8 degrees. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Venus. Mercury is around 18 degrees, and Mercury is actually transit Mercury, and I did not realize Mercury moved into Cancer that darn fast. I must have just missed that. I didn't have my eye on Mercury. And then Mars is also at Cancer at 19 degrees. Venus is in Gemini at 8 degrees. So a lot going on right there in the signs next to you is Gemini and Cancer. And let's see. Again, like Jupiter is in Sag, but is retrograde in Sag right about now. So that if for Taurus risings, that should be around your 5th house. Well, not quite 5th. That's going to be more like your 6th. Let's see, Taurus. If you have Taurus rising, Taurus is going to be your 1st, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. Oh, that's going to be your 8th. So yeah, because it's right after Scorpio, and if you're Taurus rising, Scorpio will be your 7th. So maybe you guys have some money coming in from people. Maybe there's been a lot of debts that have hit you lately, and you realize, hey, oh shit, I got to get my money together. So that could be something, or you going over things that involve like other people, debts, maybe things you owe or things that are due to you. And then we have Saturn retrograding in Capricorn right now, and that's going to be treating your sign. We also have Pluto retrograding. Saturn is retrograding at about 18 degrees, and Pluto is retrograding at about 22 degrees. So they're pretty much conjunct. And then, and like I said, Uranus is in your sign at 5 degrees, and Neptune is in Pisces at about 18 degrees, and it's going to retrograde around the 21st. So just in case you guys wanted to have any idea where things are. And with the Uranus in your sign, Saturn in your sister sign of Capricorn, and Pluto in your sister sign of Capricorn, I really do feel like Tauruses are going through a lot of life transforming changes, whether it be with career, how you view yourself and your ideals, even having to do with your look and how you present yourself to the world, because that's going to be, and whether you're a Taurus rising or not, it's going to have a lot of effect on yourself, the body, and things like that. Taking that kind of as the first house. So that's what's going on with the astrology. I won't go too deep into that right now. Let's jump into the tarot reading, and we don't want to make it too long. We just kind of want to see what's going on with Taurus this month of June. So this is about mid-June. We're coming to the end of June. I'm doing this reading on the 17th of June. And oh, Taurus, we got your card. And I talked about that Mercury being over in Cancer, and maybe there just being delays and changes and things like that, because right now it looks like you're definitely going through a delay, if nothing else, or you're going through some changes, or maybe just rethinking something, maybe because of something you saw, something you heard, some communication you had either with somebody in your life. It could have been something you saw, out in writing in a book. Maybe there's a book you're reading, or something like that, Taurus, or there's a lack of communication that you have with someone because of a fight that you guys had, or maybe you got into it with someone. This could be a lover, it could be a family member, it could be a sibling, whatever the case. And then I just had to take a look at the bottom of the deck, and we got the Five of Pentacles. So wow, Taurus, what is going on? You are looking back at something that has gone on in your life, something that you did, something. Oh, and we got that Sagittarius. I talked about that Jupiter being retro in Sag in your 8th house and owing money. Something to do with your finances coming in. Maybe you are having, you are really rethinking. And I talked about the self. We got the sun sign. I talked about a lot of this is affecting yourself. Like sometimes transits and things that we go to affect how we view other people. And you got the Leo. Not much is going on in Leo right now, but it will be for you. We said so Leo would be your 4th house, because we said Sag was your 8th and Leo trine Sag. So Leo would be your 4th house. So yeah, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. So there may be a lot. That's for Taurus risings. Or if you're looking at it as Taurus is your 1st house, the house itself, and the body, the physical. So a lot going on in your home. There may be some, and I had to draw another one, your sister sign, Libra. Taurus, maybe all you want is peace and love, but also with the Libra, I think you guys are thinking, and then conjunction, which is funny. This conjunction card is here because I like I said, a lot of you guys, a lot of the planets and the things that are going on right now are in Gemini and Cancer. And Gemini is basically right next to your house. So you could have some things that are going on that may be conjunct. Maybe, like I said, that Uranus is at 5 degrees. So if you have any planets in the early degrees of Gemini or anything like that, or any planets in the early to late degrees of Taurus, it could be, it could be a conjunction to, well, not really the late degrees, but the earlier degrees. If you have some planets in the late degrees and you have some things in Gemini in the early degrees, they could be conjuncting. And then whatever's in Cancer is making a sextile. And the North Node is also in Cancer as well. So Taurus, you may be getting a lot of energy coming over to you from Sagittarius, even from your sister sign Libra. But I'm feeling like, and because I got the card conjunction as well, also being a Taurus, that you may have several planets that may be in Gemini. So something could be conjuncting your Venus right now. Something could be conjuncting your sun, that Uranus could be conjuncting your sun. And it's really bringing through changes with what you're passionate about, changes about what you really care about, changes of how you view yourself. I don't think it is necessarily so much how you're even viewing other people, but more so how you are viewing yourself, because it's just causing you to take a look and causing you to transform and maybe think in different ways about how you feel about spirituality, how you think about those kind of things, what your religious views are. Maybe you've gained some wisdom into certain situations. Maybe you've gotten to a point in your career where you can't go any further and you really need to change. Maybe if you switch to a career that's going to be more profitable for you. Maybe you're doing good as far as money goes, and maybe you have everything that you may want, but something tells me like it's not a lot of easy cards. I mean, any card could come out of the tarot deck, any card. And today we're going to do these reversals. It just depends on what I do. Most times I do take the reversals in a Rider-Waite deck. If it comes out in reverse, the book is written for reversals. It has the reversals in it. Sometimes the authors don't intend for their cards to be read in reverse, even though you can do whatever spirit tells you, whatever you feel with the cards. The Rider-Waite does have definitions and things. It does address reversals, so we're going to take these in reverse. So even though the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Taurus, this is you, the King of Pentacles, so your energy is there. Or this could be somebody in your life that you're dealing with, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It could be a boss at work. It could be someone that's in a dominating position to you. It could be somebody telling you like your best isn't good enough. What you've done isn't good enough. The work that you've put in isn't good enough. But it's constantly speaking, this is speaking of negative communication, actions not moving forward, something not taking place, not reaping certain benefits, not reaping certain with this with this 3 in reverse, not reaping certain benefits from certain moves and certain actions that you've taken, and not having things come in that you thought would have come in, and having negative communication and things of that nature, and feeling like you have to be protective or defensive of yourself, which is also shown and verified in this 5 of Wands. Squabbles. What the hell is a quabble? Squabbles, quarrels, arguments, petty arguments. It even could be sport. Maybe I'm thinking about getting, because this is right over top of the Libra card. Maybe you are thinking of getting more physical. Maybe you are thinking of playing a sport. Maybe you're thinking about kids or something, and it's some difficulty going on with kids, children, or people that are younger in your life. Maybe folks in the family are fighting. Maybe kids in the family are fighting. It just seems like there's a lot of negative communication going on, because had this come out in reverse, you see these came out in reverse, but the King of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands came out upright. Had this come out in reverse, I would say maybe no one wants to fight. Maybe there was a fight and you lost. Maybe somebody's sports games or something that you go to lost a game and they took it hard or something like that. But it came out upright. So it tells me this with the 8 of Wands in reverse and with the 2 of Wands. It's like something that you made a decision about, some move that you made, some action that you took, or maybe some action that you didn't take. Maybe it got you money, and maybe it brought you stability. Maybe it brought you a high position. Maybe it brought you finances, financial stability. But for some reason, there's a lot of arguing and quarreling going on, and you're not having a clear line of communication. You could be not communicating with somebody at all that you had a fight with, and you truly do feel left out in the cold. And I feel like you want to make contact, you want to talk to somebody, you want to mend whatever this is going on, because I think you're having some changes. Because it's really funny, the King of Pentacles came out over the Sun card, and that's even more confirmation that is all about you, Taurus. You could be going through transformations, getting in better physical shape, just really realizing some things about yourself, taking care of your outer look. Maybe you changed your look in some kind of way. It's really all about you. And then what's even funnier is the Sun and the Leo came out, and that's all about the self. That's all about putting yourself out there, being the center of attention, being being in the spotlight, you know, getting your chance to shine. But does somebody not like you shining? Does somebody not like you getting there? And I feel like a lot of it may have to do with either travel. Maybe you are going long distances from home. Maybe you have been away from home. Maybe you and whoever is in the home, whoever is in your life, maybe somebody is distant there, because I feel like somebody is really concentrating on their spiritual awakening, their own knowledge. Maybe you are off somewhere getting an education, somebody's dealing with school. That could be the kind of things that are going on. And something having to do with partnerships, being around other people, being social. I feel like Taurus, this may end up being a social month for you, or maybe where you're finding your social circle isn't usually where you find it. Maybe it isn't usually where you find it. Maybe you're finding it outside of the home or next to the home. Maybe you've made friends with a neighbor or something like that. That could be possible as well. And I think, oh, my phone is ringing. I think we'll do just like a couple of these romance oracle cards just because, and then we'll end up with some guidance just because this is a little bit of a difficult reading. But just to tell you some of the things that the Sagittarius card represents, enthusiasm. So you're enthusiastic about something, but you may not be enthusiastic about some opportunity or something that's going on with you, but you may not be getting that same reciprocation from the people in your love life, or the people that support you in your home or in your family, or even possibly your friends. Like I said, I feel like you may be making new friends elsewhere. There could be some Tauruses that are maybe you're caught up, or you're dealing with two different females, a Libra type female or a Leo type female. This does not have to be the person's sun sign. It could be their Venus sign. It could be, somewhere where they have strong energy in their chart. Maybe their chart ruler is Mercury or something like that, or the sun, or something like that. They could have something like that going on, but I feel like there hasn't been any communication with a lover. There's been some form of no communication with a lover. You see, the Leo says the lover, so it's the lover card in this particular deck. So there's been no communication from a lover, or maybe some negative communication. Like I said, you could have saw something. I don't know if you're out there on social media and you saw something negative, and it could have caused you to end up having a fight, because you got the Five of Wands, but at the same time, you got the enthusiast. So maybe you've had a positive attitude in all of this, and maybe other people are just playing a lot of games. They're in and out this month. They're into a lot of different things. They may be active in many, many different areas. Maybe there's a lot going on and there's a lot to juggle, and you're trying to stay positive about it. But then at the end of the day, it's like, hey, you feel like you're outside of yourself. You're outside of your home. You're not in the home. You're not where you're comfortable. You are out in the cold, maybe looking in. And you just don't understand why you can't have this meshing or this meeting of the minds and the hearts, or whatever it is, or just agreeing with the people in your life. Like conjunction is like side by side. It's close to, you want to stand side by side with somebody. And maybe you are side by side with somebody, but just in a difficult place right now. Maybe they're being a little cold towards you. And that could be the job as well. That can definitely be the job, It could be friendships. It could be kids. It could be the significant other. It could be a parent. It could be any of those things. So again, talking about Sagittarius being independent. So you may be having an independent streak right about now. Ethical. But you're positive about the things that are going on with you, but it is something saying other people don't like it. Other people don't like it. You may have a lot of energy. You may really be wanting to make some changes, or maybe excited about something, some new spirituality that you're getting into, or just a new thought or ideals or values that you have around things that possibly you didn't have before. There also could be, you could be wanting to do some traveling, or some things of that nature. Sagittarius says the Voyager, and if you look at the card really good, you see horses on here, planes. You guys could have went horseback riding lately or something like that. Maybe you like to do that. Maybe you've been horseback riding in the past. Maybe you like to go to the racetrack or something like that. Maybe you have an unbridled passion for something. Like I said, it could be a strong sexual month. If you don't want to have kids, make sure you use protection and things of that nature. You could even be lucky in the ways of work and money. Like I said, I felt like there is a sense of stability. There is a sense of financial stability. I don't necessarily see a lack in that area, but also on the Sagittarius card it says self-righteous. So you may be so stuck and stubborn, as Tauruses are known to be, in your own opinion and what you think, that you aren't really letting others voice, how they feel or what's going on. And then the sun talks about self-awareness, energy, the essence, the life force, the spirit, the creativity, masculinity, childishness, ego, individuality, expression, and like I said, and the father. And like I said, here you have some childishness, you have some quarrels, some squabbling, some fighting, whether it's among kids, you and your family, partner, people at job. It's just like childish things, but everybody's kind of standing in their ego. And I definitely see that Taurus is standing in their ego. You see the globe on the circle on both of these. So Taurus is definitely standing in their ego and not really much willing to budge on this. But I do see some sort of like a financial abundance coming to you. And then the Leo, the lover, talks about being expressive, creative, loving, playful, self-confident, flirtatious, glowing, so egotistical, juicy, proud, trusting, excessive. So you could be doing something that somebody just doesn't like. Maybe somebody at the work thinks you're getting too much of attention. Maybe you're doing something that's excessive. Maybe you guys are going out and having fun excessively. Maybe you are drinking excessively. Maybe the passion and the sex is excessive, and somebody is not cool with that. Somebody is not cool with that. And there's a lot of fire energy in this reading, because you got 3 wands card. So you got the three of wands in reverse. And you guys may have had something not come through that you thought was bad, and you went another direction career-wise or whatever like that. And it ended up, like I said, bringing that stability and everything, bringing that money, but you're not happy. You're still not happy quite yet, because something didn't come through. Some communication didn't come through. Something is not going according to plan. Some action you want to take. It's just stuck in arguments, pettiness, and bullshit at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But with that Leo, something could be excessive. Your need for fun, your need to be childish, your need to drink and drug and things like that. So just watch that, Taurus, especially with Uranus being in your sign. Like I said, maybe those things are what are going to lead you to some sort of spiritual awakening. Maybe you just need to get away and get a vacation and things of that nature. And then Libra says the idealist, and Libra talks about harmony, cooperative, being balanced, socially aware, people pleasing, fair, choosy, judgmental, indecisive. So maybe something's got you so confused, and there's so many arguments. What you once thought was one thing is not what it's turning out to be. You kind of looking at it and the things you have, like, damn, is it worth all of this? Is this what I gotta go through to be the king of the jungle? You know what they say, Taurus, it's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. So there may be some people out there, jealous friends, things of that nature. So watch out for that as well. And then, like I said, you had the conjunction card, and conjunction is empowerment, combines with, enhances. Like I said, being in a conjunction is being next to, and having that Libra there and the card that represents you, the King of Pentacles. You could really want to be in a loving Venus sort of energy right now, and you might not even want to deal with all the bullshit. You want to join forces with somebody. You want to come together with somebody. You want to have some allies. And that's why I said I feel like you found allies maybe outside the home or outside your usual sources, the usual suspects who usually are on your side of your allies, you may be finding the cycles turning and finding comfort in other people. And that could strongly be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. That could be sun, moon, or rising. Anywhere they have heavy energy in your chart. It could be a north or south node placement. It's just all about what's going on in your chart right now. And like I said, because you had 3 fire cards, you also have Sagittarius, which is a fire card. You got the Sun, which is Leo, which is a fire card. And you got Leo, which is a fire card as well. So Taurus, you may also be very, very active, working very, very hard, and that may be causing some problems as well. But as you're doing that, you're rising in the ranks and you're looking better and better to people, So I'm not going to go in too much with the love cards. We've got true love and separation. Let me give you one more. So you may be separated from a true love. Maybe that is the issue. Maybe that's what's going on. You deserve love. Maybe you feel like you are not getting love, and something going on with you, Taurus. If it's not you, if it's your partner, somebody's feeling lonely. Somebody is going through a separation from their true love, but you deserve love, and you're going to have to fix this. You're going to have to go after what you want, make it happen, and fix this. Because you deserve love. The people in your life deserve love. So if somebody isn't treating you right, and it's a whole bunch of bullshit, it's no shame in saying, hey, I got to take some space. Because when you stay there and let it fester, it just gets worse. So that's what's going on with that. And just to give you guys a little bit of guidance, because like I said, this wasn't the easiest reading that came out, that I've gotten out of the last few readings. It wasn't the easiest one. So I feel like we definitely need to do a few of these cards because these are like more oracle guidance, and they can give you a bit more direction to go in. If you need some incense to burn, if you guys need to calm your spirit, get some crystals and some gems, visit earthskystar.com. That stuff can calm you. Sometimes just looking at these things calm me. So let's see what's going on. You got the Prince of Summer, which is the Prince of Wands, or the Knight of Wands, which was interesting because under this, if you guys see this deck right here, I stopped at this card, but right under here is the Knight of Wands. It's the same card, just a different deck. So it speaks again, a fire sign. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. There may be some really strong Sag and Leo energy going on for you right now. And even in this card, it's kind of like he has 2 wands. The canes he are walking on, they're wood and they're sticks, and they kind of are reminiscent of wands on that card. So you are really passionate and enthusiastic about something towards, but it's causing some kind of discord and trouble in your life. And I'm going to read that card out, but let's just see what we get. Yeah, somebody's hiding something. And then you got Libra again, because you got balance, which is going to represent the Judgment card. So it's some kind of incontentment inside. Something inside of you is not settled. Your heart and your mind and your actions are not meeting up. And there's some information that you have not shared. Whoever you're having these arguments with, whatever's going on, somebody's holding something inside. But it's about to come out. It's going to come out, and everything is going to come to the light. We have a full moon tonight, the 17th. It actually kind of kicked in. It was visible last night on the 16th. So you may notice around this time, all of this passion, all of this movement, this aggression is going to come out in one way or in another, because you're going to end up feeling the need to take immediate action, or whatever it is, whatever was done in the dark is going to come to light, or whatever you've been holding inside, or whatever information that you have. I feel like it's a little bit of all of that, because something is not balanced, and you're all you want to do is make some love and have a love, Taurus, and all you want to do is have nice things and be comfortable and be balanced and have good friendships and partnerships in your life, as I can see by this Libra keep coming out. So again, that could be the money, the partner, something is going on that plays Aries, into this Venus, into this Libra, into this balance, into this judgment sort of thing. So the Prince of Spring says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. So you may be thinking back on, because I got this under the Three of Wands card in reverse, and then the True Love, and then the Prince of Spring. So either you could possibly be having a passionate relationship right now. You could be thinking back on a true love that was a very passionate relationship, or you could have a passionate relationship going on with a Sagittarius right now, that you may feel is your true love. That could really be happening. Again, like I said, there is a full moon in Sagittarius, so it's funny the Sagittarius energy is coming out. Then we got the moon, which is the number 9, and it says powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation, coming to truths about maybe something that you have to separate yourself from, or you had to separate yourself from. So all of that is on your mind this month of June and going on out into July, Taurus. But like I said, this says understanding the truth of something, letting go of worry and fear, and powerful intuitive epiphanies. Something is going to come to fruition. Something you've been thinking about. Something you've been whatever it is that's got you out of balance. Whatever it is that's speaking to your soul and that you're feeling inside, it is going to come out. And then we got the balance. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. Like I said, you deserve love, but there's a stagnation in the communication. So you don't want to rush into something. Think something through. See if it's the right time. Maybe you're thinking about approaching somebody. Maybe you're waiting for a message for somebody, but if it hasn't happened, then it's not the right time. And when it's the time for those things to happen, it's going to happen. But right now, and I talked about you being stubborn, and this card said, and you may be holding fast in your own ego, in your own opinion, because you got a lot of that Leo energy on the table. But this says take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to get a better situation. You got to work this out. You got to communicate so you can settle whatever this is that's going on, whatever discord, whatever's out of balance, whatever it is you don't like, whoever it is that you're arguing with, whoever that you are not at peace with. But it'll come in due time. It's not a time to I see a lot of rushed actions, but I don't see that the rush actions is going to get you to love and the peace that you're looking for. So you need to think about it, get some opinions, talk to somebody about it before you just make a move, because it could be something that you've been thinking about, and it's eating you up mentally and physically because maybe you have not expressed it to anyone. Okay? So maybe that's what you want to do. Okay, Taurus, so that's what's going on. There may be an extended reading up on the website for Taurus. If you need more information about this spread, if you need an extended version, a lot of times when I do readings, I'll just leave these cards sitting here, and then I'll go and do other things, and those additional messages come to me. So if anybody inboxes me or messages me, I'll go ahead and continue a reading with them, or I'll give them additional information that I saw in the spread if they pay for a reading. Or if they go to the site, there are extended readings out there where I upload this kind of thing. So once you pay for that link, you can get the extended reading, because there are more messages that come in, and there are different ways to read the cards. But for the generals, that's what I have for you this month right here at mid-June. I wish you the best, Taurus. I hope you enjoy your summer. Again, any Gemini cross watchers watching this video, happy birthday, Gemini. I know you guys got your opposite sign Sagittarius energy, trying to get out there, get away and enjoy the energy. And guys, the most important message of all is the best is up next. Cancer. Stay tuned for Cancer season. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Madam X. This is Frequency Real Radio. And that's it. That's all. I'm done. I'm gone. Bye-bye.